Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video I'm gonna show you how to download the Google DeepMind Natural Forest of World 2020 data using Earth Engine for your selected region of interest. So now let's get started. Let me explain about this particular dataset. Separating natural forests from other tree cover with AI for deforestation free supply chains. So the Natural Forest of the World 2020 is an AI-powered map that distinguishes natural forests from other tree cover. So this critical baseline helps the government, companies, and communities to meet the deforestation-free goals and protect the ecosystem. So you can go through the description about this particular dataset. The forest is vital for the planet as it regulates rainfall, mitigates flood, stores and sequesters carbon, and help sustain the majority of the planet's land-based species. And you can go through the details that is given in this particular website here. So I will give the link in the description of this video. So you can go through this particular dataset, how the AI can separate the forest from tree. So the natural forest from a complex agroforestry system of or 550 years old planet forest is difficulty using a single satellite image. So to overcome this, we developed an AI model that acts like a forester, observing a patch of land cover the course of a year, segmenting the 1280 by 1280 meters patch and estimating the likelihood that each 10 by 10 meter pixel within the natural forest. So you can go through the details about this particular data, and this is the methodology for creating the end-to-end workflow of natural forest map generation, and you can go through this information. Let me get back to Earth Engine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to download the Natural Forest 2020 dataset for any study region of your choice. So for example, this is a global Natural Forest dataset. So I'm going to navigate to my suitable study region here. So my study area is lying here. You can able to see here, which is here in closer to this particular district called Belur here. So I have created my region of interest here. So you can also create your region of interest. First, we're going to navigate to this option called draw a rectangle. So we're going to click this option. And once you did that, so let me delete my previous polygon here. And I'm going to click this option. And I'm going to draw my polygon here. So you can able to see I've drawn my polygon. So I'm going to exit it. And in the top section we have this variable called geometry which appears, and in that I'm going to click this option and I'm going to copy the latitude and longitude of the study area. So you're going to copy using Ctrl C and I'm going to close it. And once you copied it, I'm going to paste it inside this variable called ROI here. So using Ctrl V. So you can able to see I've pasted my latitude and longitude. So in the next step, basically we're going to use this latitude and longitude. We're going to convert it into a polygon and we're going to use it as a study area. So to do that, I'm going to define this variable called ROI is equals to earthengine.geometry.polygon, and it's going to convert this particular latitude and longitude into a polygon based on this particular function we are given here, that is earthengine.geometry.polygon. So in the next step, we're going to center this particular layer called using map.centerObject ROI. That is our region of interest, and with a suitable zoom level of 10. So you can able to see the ROI referring to this particular variable, that is our study region. So in the next step, we're going to add this layer. So for that, we're going to mention map.addLayer, and I'm going to mention this ROI, that is our region of interest. And for the visualization, I have mentioned this the color is red. So our study region is going to be highlighted as red, and we're going to output the layer name as ROI boundary. So in the next step, we're going to load the Global Forest 2020 image collection, the Global Natural Forest 2020 image collection. So for that, I'm going to mention this variable called nat forest 2020a is equals to earthengine.image collection, and we're going to refer to this particular dataset here, that is projects nature trace asset forest typology natural forest 2020 v10 collection. So let me show you this particular dataset here. And this is the Natural Forest of World 2020, and the dataset is a part of the publisher catalog, not managed by Google Earth Engine. So you can contact the biosphere model google.com, and here the catalog owner is given as nature's trace, and the dataset availability is only for 2020, and the dataset provider is Google, And you can access this particular dataset using this particular code here. So using this code, you can access the dataset, the natural forest world. And the resolution of this particular dataset is around 10 meters. So you can able to see here the pixel size is 10 meters. And we have this one and only band here, that is B0, which refers to the natural forest probability scaled from 0 to 250. And it has a minimum of 0 and a maximum value of 250 and pixel size in meters. So let me get back to Earth Engine. So first, once we loaded the global the natural forest dataset here, the next step, I'm gonna clip it based on my region of interest. So to do that, I'm gonna mention variable nat forest 2020 is equals to Earth Engine image collection, and this is the dataset. So this is the code to access this particular dataset here. So in the next step, we're gonna mosaic it. So to do that, I'm gonna mention this particular dot mosaic function. So it's gonna mosaic all the natural forest image together, and in that I'm gonna select this particular band called B0. So to do that, I'm gonna mention dot select B0. So I have shown you this particular band, that is B0, which refers to the natural forest probability scale from 0 to 250. And in the next step, we're going to clip it based on our region of interest using this particular function called dot clip RBOI. So it's going to clip it based on our region of interest. So the next step, we have to set the visualization parameter for our dataset. So for that, I'm going to mention a variable called probvis, that is probability visualization. And I'm going to set the minimum of 0 and to a maximum of 250. And the color palettes, I'm going to mention white, light green, green, and dark green. So the white basically is going to indicate the non-forest areas, and the dark green, it's going to indicate the dense forest areas. And last, to add this layer, I'm going to mention map.add layer, the nat forest 2020a probable vis, that is referring to the visualization parameter I have mentioned here, and it's going to output as a global natural forest probability for 2020. And similarly, we can add another layer. So using map.add layer, nat forest 2020.clip ROI with the probvis visualization it is the visualization parameter I've mentioned here, and output the layer as the natural forest probability 2020. So now we're going to run this code here and let us visualize the result. So to do that, first I'm going to navigate to this option called run, and I'm going to click this option called run, and it's going to load the layer. So now let us take a look at this particular layers here. So the first layer, it is our global natural forest layer. So you can able to visualize the dataset here. So now here you can able to visualize the global natural forest 2020 here, the dataset. So all the green areas which indicates the natural forest, you can able to see from this image. So in the next step, I'm going to zoom into my region of interest here. So let me turn on this particular one. So this is my region of interest. So the second layer, it's going to be the clip it based on our region of interest. So I'm going to zoom here, and I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to turn to a satellite mode here. So here you can able to see this is our natural forest world for based on our region of interest. So we can able to see here. So based on our image here, let me adjust the transparency here. So you can able to see it's managed to highlight all the forest area from our side. You can able to see from the satellite image here. So in the next step, we're going to apply a threshold to extract the natural forest. So to apply the threshold to extract the natural forest, generally the dataset value ranges from 0 to 250. So you can able to see the natural forest probability scale from 0 to 250. So we're going to apply a threshold, for example, I'm going to apply a threshold of 125 to corresponds to the 50% probability of natural forest. So for that, we're going to use this particular value here. So the value ranges from 0 to 250. So we're going to apply this particular value 125, which corresponds to the probability of 50% chance of natural forest. So for that, I'm going to define a variable called threshold is equals to 125. And next step, I'm going to create another variable called forest mask is equals to the nat forest 2020 dot greater than or equals to threshold. So referring to this particular variable having a value of 125, and I'm going to apply dot self mask function, and I'm going to rename as a forest mask. And the last step, I'm going to add this layer by map dot add layer. and I'm going to mention there's a forest mask referring to this particular variable where we applied our threshold. And for visualization, I'm going to mention the color palette to be this particular color, and we're going to output as an extracted forest. And in the next step, we're going to convert this raster forest mask to a vector polygon. So to export to our Google Drive, it is best going to export it as a polygon. And for that, I'm going to mention this as a variable forest vector is equals to forest mask, referring to this particular variable. And I'm going to apply this function dot reduce to vector. So it's going to convert the raster to a vector polygon. So and I'm going to mention the geometry to be ROI, that is our region of interest, and the scale is 10 meter. So the resolution of this particular imagery is 10 meters. You can able to see from here. And the geometry type, it's going to be the polygon, and the rest leave it as a default. And next step, we're going to add this layer. So by map dot add layer forest vector, and the color I'm going to mention to be blue, and we're going to output as a forest polygon. And let us take a look at this particular one where we applied a threshold value for this variable forest mask. So let us take a look at the particular variable, and I'm going to click this on, and I'm going to turn this off. And you can able to see from this image here, so it's managed to extract all the forest area. So you can able to see the difference. So our threshold is kind of correct here. You can able to see from this image, and below satellite base layer, you can able to see the difference. And in the next step, you can also increase your threshold to extract those forest areas. Up to 150, you can increase your threshold. So in my case, they're going to leave it as the threshold value 125. And next step, let us take a look at this particular layer. So turn on this particular layer called forest polygons. So where we converted the raster to a polygon. So now it is currently a polygon here. You can able to see. So this is my forest area in my region of interest. You can able to see all the, we have managed to convert the raster to a polygon here. And in the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to export the forest probability as GeoTIFF to my Google Drive. So to do that, I'm going to mention export.image.drive image. You're going to mention the nat forest 2020. The description, it's going to be the natural forest probability of 2020. And the region I'm going to mention is ROI, and the scale is 10 meters. And folder is forest 2020, and CRS is the coordinate reference system. So we're going to mention the coordinate reference system to be EPSG 4326, and the max pixel value is 1:10 power 13. And next step, I'm going to export the forest mask image as a GeoTIFF. So we're going to export all those layers together. So we're going to export all the rasters as well as the polygon here. So the polygon dataset too. So for that, I've mentioned as an export forest mask image as a GeoTIFF. So similar steps, export out image to drive. Image is forest mask, and the description is natural forest mask 2020. So the previous export was a natural forest probability of 2020. Now this is natural forest after applying the threshold. And the region is, it's going to be going to mention is ROI, and the spatial resolution is going to be 10, and the folder is forest 2020. And the coordinate reference system is EPSG 4326, and the max pixel value is 1:10 power 13. And last, we're going to export our vector forest shapefile to our drive. So we're going to mention is export.table.drive, and the collection I'm going to mention is forest vector, and the description is it's going to be the forest polygon 2020, and the file format is shapefile, and the folder is forest 2020. So now we're going to navigate to the task section here. So in the task section, you can able to see we have this unsubmitted task called forest polygon 2020, the natural forest probability 2020, and the natural forest mask 2020. So we have the three different layers and rasters, two rasters and one polygon. So for example, we can export this particular to a Google Drive. For example, I'm going to click this option called run, and it's going to pop up a window called initiate table export, and the forest polygon 2020. So I'm going to export to my drive, and the file format is file name is going to be the forest polygon 2020, and the file format is shapefiles. So to export this to a Google Drive, we're going to mention this run, and once you click this option called run, it's going to export the forest polygon to your Google Drive. Similar, you can also export, if you need, you can also export the natural forest mask 2020 as a raster, as well as the natural probability. So you can able to see it's going to take some time, less than a minute, to export this image to your drive. And you can able to see I previously exported this particular polygon to my Google Drive. Here you can able to see, and I'm going to click this, and I'm going to click this option called Open in Drive. And we're going to take a look at this. Here you can able to see this is managed to export our forest polygon. So you can select all this file and download it and put it in a folder, and you can open your GIS software where you can view the forest polygons of your study region. So let me get back to Earth Engine here. So in this video I have shown you how to download the Google DeepMind Natural Forest of World 2020 dataset using Earth Engine. So thanks for watching, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel and give us a like.